Hey guys, Sergeant Clark here. Welcome to the Zoom meeting. I mean, not Zoom meeting. We're going to be using to interview on Zoom. But welcome to the podcast. It's going to be about tag teams this time. It's going to be about the greatest tag teams in professional wrestling. Names that come to mind are the New Age Outlaws, maybe the ECW Originals teaming up at WrestleMania, maybe D-Generation X, Heart Foundation, Heart Dynasty, whatever teams that you will come to mind. Oh, sorry. If you don't know, let me just introduce myself. I am Kyle Clark and K Clark KO, and Marshall Danger is here, but he's like through Zoom. I think you might hear him vaguely, just barely.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you one of the future tag team champions of GTS, K Clark KO, and his partner will be announced later on.
That's right. So let's talk about some of the greatest tag teams in pro wrestling. So they're the longest reigning tag team title reign belongs to the New Day, and they held. And also something about the New Day, they actually held the titles 11 times, which is really mind-boggling to say the least. And this upcoming WrestleMania,
They had the bronze title, they had the Raw and SmackDown title.
yes, they had. When they were drafted, they switched brands with the Street Profits. They counted as 10-time champs.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right.
I got to go bring in. I got to go call your tag team partner.
All right. Zach Weeks, Menraj. We're just waiting on the gimmick. Not the gimmick, but my future tag team partner. And we will have a special guest on here, of course. While we wait, I'll talk about the tag teams that signified this industry, that revolutionized this industry. People like the pre-mentioned DX, Legacy, Evolution, possibly even short-lived tag teams like, I don't know, John Cena and The Miz, John Cena and Wade Barrett, or what was it, David Otunga. Even those tag teams might have little significance. Well, our guest is actually a former tag team champion in his own right, and also is going to face and has a tag team partner. He's going to face trying to regain the tag team championships at a local wrestling event in New Jersey called Grimomania. Hint, hint. We have a future guest coming in, but we're not going to say. You might already know. Anyway, so talking about WWE, ECW, WCW, all those teams like the Harlem Heat, the Steiner Brothers, the Rockers, all those teams bring to mind if you're talking about old school tag teams. But if you're talking about like modern day tag teams, was the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business just like broke up for some reason. That's the first topic of discussion. The Hurt Business. Why did the Hurt Business actually break up? I'm kind of confused. Why would the Hurt Business would even be broken up? Really close to WrestleMania and they break up. Hold on. Marshall, you there? Okay, you'll be right back. So what was I saying? Okay, so the Hurt Business is just one of the biggest tag teams of modern day wrestling. But I guess it came down to two. It was MVP and Bobby Lashley. Oh, whoops, I'm trying to move my table here. So MVP. Marshall, a, why are you on the phone?
Yeah, Mr. Sir, can you come to the building? All right. Yes. Yes. Your tag team partner is here. He would like you to do a podcast with him. Yeah. 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 He wants you to know why the Hurt business broke up. Oh, okay. I'll tell him that. Mister, your partner, the anonymous partner of yours, he said the reason why the Hurt business broke up is because they got tired of Bobby Lashley using them for an advantage.
Well, well, I think it's an actual habit of WWE these days. They just break up teams willy nilly, like the Iconics, the the Heavy Machinery. They just broke up. It's just like
Okay.
a recurring
Okay. So
thing.
he told me to call him during when the guest has arrived. All right. So remind me to call
Hmm. So, so I know Vince McMahon. People say Vince McMahon is really greedy and just like keeps interjecting himself in the last minute, which in some sense it's true because he is like, hey, I want you to do this. We're gonna scrap this crap. We're gonna do this. You don't have to break up tag teams that people actually like. You're saying actually we're gonna listen to the people. We haven't actually seen one thing except Edge returning, except Edge, maybe a couple returns there, here and there, and Drew McIntyre winning the championship. Well, Bobby Lashley winning the championship is not that bad, but Miz, honestly, like that's kind of coincidental. What that he would win the championship around the time like 10 years ago. He retained the championship at WrestleMania 27 due to the Rock's interference, but so I think that the Hurt Business is going, at least it's going to be two separate teams. It's going to be Benjamin and Alexander versus Bobby Lashley and MVP. But MVP is like has recovering from an injury right now, so maybe not that soon, not that far off. But Bobby Lashley might lose to Drew McIntyre, but that's just kind of a speculation. But whatever they want to do to him, whatever they want to do, like drop the title or drop like something like they don't refer to themselves as a Hurt Business or something else. So I think that these teams, like also speaking of teams, there's another main event. There's another thing on the card, which is the New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos, which apparently is going to be the first ever debut match for Omos. Marshall, you there?
Yeah, I'm just getting Mr. Anonymous chair ready.
So, anyway, I think AJ Styles and Omos might have a chance of winning. If they win, that would be a good debut. Actually, it would bring back to the days that Santino Marella won the Intercontinental Championship when he debuted back in 2007. But but really,
So when is this guest arriving?
I actually told him to join. Also, I didn't tell you guys I had a little internet issue, internet disruptions in my area. So if it was a little later, so I apologize for that. But we're just awaiting my guest at this time. So let's just still continue to talk about some tag teams that revolutionized this industry. Okay, that's going on the blooper reel. I don't think we need one. Marshall, do you have any tag teams that you think revolutionized the industry? Marshall, why are you silent? Marshall? Okay, I guess I'll continue. So, as I was saying, these these tag teams that are today, like that's been gone to waste, that are underutilized, which are the revival that have been utilized, this like poorly, like the revival and other types of other teams like, well, the Iconics just kind of broke up because I don't know what somewhat reason, possibly something backstage. Peyton Royce is doing good for herself, but Billy Kay's kind of like being a nuisance. Well, that's what trying to nuisance to the other women in the locker room. I'm, I'm just saying that because that's what I saw on Raw and SmackDown. Um, I mean, Peyton Royce is in a tag team with Lacey Evans. Well, I think he
What?
is. I think she is. What?
I think she's a part-time tag team with Lacey Evans.
Maybe that may be. So, do you really think that Vince McMahon even had a reason to break up the Hurt Business right before WrestleMania?
Hold on, let me get my camera ready.
Oh, and I'm not showing the camera. Hold on. I'm trying to await the guest. So
Hi
KBA
guys,
does it.
I'm Death Trap.
Okay, there. I don't want to. When KBA comes in, I don't want it. I want him to actually like when he last used it. I don't know when he last used it, or at least doesn't remember his name when he had last used Zoom. So okay.
Hello?
So hi. So what do you think your reasoning for the Hurt Business just breaking up?
Oh, this is real good. Okay, this is real good. All right. To be honest, the reason why I think they actually broke up because they're trying to set up for another match in the near future, probably the next pay-per-view after WrestleMania.
Mm. Like I actually said that like when possibly a tag team future down the line. Um, I'm just gonna say to the audience, if anybody wants to ask a question like to when the guest arrives, you can. Whoever's watching right now, um, whoever is still here, Zach, Manraj, Mancake, who commented. So besides that, well, let's talk about the the burial of all burials in the during when the tag team industry, the revival. Sorry, FTR. So
Tell him I'm sitting in this chair.
So let's talk about the tag team that has been underutilized and been embarrassed before they left WWE, and that is FTR slash the Revival. So the Revival just like had a little segment that with the Usos that had like little they called Usi Hot. That's kind of like immature, well, to say the least at that segment, because I mean they were actually dominant as a tag team. They were underutilized. Like they debuted on the main roster like real strong, but why did they have to? They actually had more embarrassing plans for them to in the future if they actually re-signed. Why do you think that WWE would lay to waste the Revival?
That is crazy.
So, so okay, I thought your camera was frozen for a second. Uh, hold on, let me turn off my Discord. Okay, so what I was saying about the Revival, they had a good push and they actually won the Raw Tag Team Championships, but they but in the last couple months of their career in the WWE were going to actually be really embarrassing for them, despite actually doing good in NXT. They were people say like that. I think that's one of the reasons why NXT people watch NXT than the main roster right now, because Vince doesn't really know how to utilize younger talent and not over old talent put over old talent than younger talent. So why do you think that why do you think NXT is actually why do you think NXT is doing better? People say NXT is better than the main roster. That's my opinion that the the main roster. I mean, SmackDown is actually good. I've watched SmackDown, and it's because of like Edge and Roman Reigns. I watched like a couple of videos like by Plana Productions that explaining that the reasons why people stop watching WWE because like people grow out of it. But there's a lot of legends that could return to the WWE, like in ring. I've heard a couple speculations that Hulk Hogan could have one last match, or Stone Cold, or I don't know, Booker T or whatever. These speculations. Uh, Marshall, are you there?
Yeah. Just checking your guest with Twitter.
Okay then. So what do you think of? Why do you think people prefer NXT over the main roster? In your own opinion.
Well, why did they prefer NXT than the main roster?
Correct. Correct.
NXT's got better guys.
I haven't
So
got
that's
him.
the point.
It seems I haven't got a message back from the guest, but I think they'll eventually join. So I guess we'll go long as we want until the guest arrives, until we actually interview him. So what other tag teams we should talk about? Oh, there's finally the tag team division for now. Like on SmackDown has more like flexibility than Raw actually. Even though Raw's the most the, the most viewed weekly episodic television show in history for like 25 plus years, SmackDown has like tons more tag teams to watch. Even the women's tag teams like Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, even though Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are both brands because they could travel to both brands, including NXT. Um, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler are actually doing good as a tag team, as the tag team champs right now, defending their titles. Like possibly they're going to defend their titles against Rey and Dominic Mysterio, the Street Profits, and some other team that I forgot. Hold on. I know it's a tag team. So 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 do you think that SmackDown actually is better than Raw, or is it the other way around?
Wow. Okay, so I checked one of your guests, your tag team partner's Twitter. They just posted something.
Yeah, we have he has our guest actually has told us. I actually told their followers that he's going to be on our show. So, mm. And we're trying to await his up his arrival in this podcast. So,
Okay, to inform anybody who thinks the tag team partner to Mr. K Clark KO is not me. It's not me. Come on, guys.
well,
I'm dead.
yeah, we have like a we are podcast buddies. We're a co-host of this podcast, but it's not him. So to end the rumors right there. So any other tag teams that we could point out on when
All right. So I could point out that we are missing the Shield. That was a good tag team.
the Shield is actually is definitely one of the all time great tag teams in this industry, and
We have to future Hall of Fame.
well, if they could be future Hall of Famers if Mr. Moxley could have stayed in WWE, but he couldn't because he's like, oh, I've had this build up frustration when I was in WWE, and basically kind of got buried by EC3. Well, he wasn't buried, but he was put over. He wasn't put over. He was just laid down for EC3. He just got rolled up, and the next night Ambrose retaliated and basically just rolled EC3 back up. Oh, speaking of which, the Shield could possibly reunite, but I mean, the Tribal Chief faction with Roman Reigns could be the next generation Shield, but it's just Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns is kind of like a superstar that like is really reliable. Some people like him, some people dislike him. Like back in 2015, from 2015 to 2018, people disliked him, booed him, and even though they were trying to push him to be a big star, people in the crowd just like the WWE universe just basically booed him out of the building. But Seth Rollins, on the other hand, of the Shield, is actually kind of doing actually well for himself because
I've just been informed that the money that we will have for Grim will be actually working on Wednesday.
so Wednesday. So does that mean Wednesday we're gonna have Grim on the show?
That'll be Wednesday that we're going to give him the money. I don't know about that Wednesday.
Okay. Okay, we could search that out. So possibly later this week we could actually have Grim on the show, just to let you know.
I also just informed him all the people that we had on our show, like the guests that we had today, and then Lawrence Spiral and James Elton. Except for Lawrence Spiral, you can barely see him because it took off the podcast.
Yeah, it was a little glitch that I tried to save both, like on both my phone and my computer. They basically got deleted. So besides that, well, let's talk about some other tag team from a different promotion that we both share a interest in, GTS. Well, the tag teams that I've just been watching GTS like for the past couple of weeks, like few weeks now, and the few tag teams, well, both have KBA and Joey Angelo, Lawrence Spiral and Joe Dice. Like those, so Joe Dice and Lawrence Spiral were just mashed up into a team in during a random 8-man tag team match where they actually won the tag team championships by pinning the title holders. So that's actually pretty shocking, even though it's like a randomized match. Um, so this year's Grimomania, it will be a tag team main event. It will be Lawrence Spiral and Joe Dice putting their tag team titles on the line against Joey Angelo and KBA. So as you may know, that past of community tabs on YouTube, I've actually have had Lawrence Spiral, but apparently he hasn't. Well, it was deleted, not on purpose, but just like on accident. It was YouTube. It was YouTube to blame. So just it was like kind of confusing. Not putting the blame on YouTube, but it's like a little confusing of that. But so GTS, let's make our GTS Grimomania is going to be in like 5 days, or like the next couple of days, next few days. It's going to be. Let's talk about one of the main events. It's going to be Grim versus Marksman. Grim. I don't know who's the face in this. Well, Grim and Marksman, who's the good guy and the bad guy. Well, Ace Marksman trying to make his company LTW to feud with GTS, but recently LTW just invaded GTS with really no notice. He just went up and just looking for a fight. Well, on the contrary, Grim actually went over there and came to LTW to look for Tony Cheney, the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship for GTS, but he didn't come for a fight. In his defense, So in the In My House match, Grimm kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put Mark Smith through a wall," or he calls him Garbage Beard.
I think honestly, if Grimm beats H Mark, that would be the greatest win. No, the best thing that happened to both companies.
I don't know how is he going to manage LTW, or is he just gonna buy it and like take ownership and just scrap the LTW? I'm not 100% sure on that, but he might have two companies.
Draft.
Draft.
Yes, draft.
So it's next coming up is Tony Cheney and Onslaught for the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship that was just previously mentioned. Tony Cheney, like I said, appeared on LTW because he was one of LTW's champions. And Grimm didn't really have any problem with that, but Grimm was the only thing Grimm had a problem with was actually those titles being shown on GTS TV. Sorry, GTS on YouTube. What are you calling?
Hello? I understand. Yep. Uh-huh. Understand. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I get it. Yep. Yep. Final say, yippee kangaroos. Okay. Yep. Okay. Got it. I'll let you know. All right, bye. He says he wants to know, he wants you to call him
All right.
to let him know whenever it's time to come down to the pocket.
All right. All right. I will.
He also reminded me to say yippee kangaroos on the street.
What?
He reminded me to say yippee kangaroos. So,
That's a random thing to say.
is he trying to make me insult Jungle Jim?
I don't know. You don't know if Jungle Jim's actually watching this Twitter podcast on Twitter.
I've just been informed that Mr. Anonymous has just been followed by a new GTS superstar. You might know him by the name of Justice DeVille. Right. Hold on, let me call somebody. Hold on.
All right. All right.
Hold on. I got this old school phone here. Alright. I'll take it off the speaker so you won't hear the phone ringing.
All right.
Yep. Hi. This is Death Trap wanting to let you know that your boss wants to let you know that you are cool. Yippee kangaroos. once if Mr. K Clark KO also said Yippee Kangaroos. Sir.
Yippee kangaroos, indeed.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh, your other guest says he saw me in his chair, so now he wants me to get out of it.
What the?
Ooh. Yep, that's. Oh, I'm gonna sit in his chair anyway. Alright, let's try to call another person. Yippee kangaroo. That is a random. our new promo quote for the Wrassling Around podcast is Yippee Kangaroo.
Promo code Yippee kangaroo.
I don't shop. You wanna buy our merch? This code Yippee Kangaroo.
We don't have official merch, though.
Oh, we do. We definitely do. All right.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm calling somebody. Hold on.
Okay.
It might take a while because this is from another This is from another Earth, so it's gonna take a while.
Okay. You might have to pay loads of dollars in order to pick up that phone call.
All right. It was a very random number, but it was all right. Yeah, hello. Oh hi, Flash. Oh hi. How you doing? Yippee kangaroos, you know. So I would want to know if you would like to be a future guest at Wrassling Around, even though you're not a wrestler, but you need somebody. Oh. Real PG. Yeah, okay.
What?
He told me not to call this number again. Okay, let's call another number from a different universe. You're my favorite pizza.
What did you say?
You're my favorite pizza place.
Oh, Smosh. It's like
Hello?
you're my oh.
Yeah, you're my favorite pizza place. And you can't reverse it, man. Oh.
What?
They told me not to call the restaurant anymore.
It's like no, the Smosh thing is like, no, you're my favorite pizza place. That's how it went, but okay.
They meant whiskers.
It's a little whiskers. Get you know whiskers. It's a little whiskers. What happened?
Oh, my hat fell off. How unprofessional.
And that just basically you sold it as a bump. Like in the ring, just.
He's attacking me.
Okay.
The other way. All right. So has he responded to your link?
No, apparently he hasn't. But we will still be on this. We'll be on still until he does. Okay. So.
I'll have to message him.
Hold on. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Hulk. Please don't smash the phone. Why are you calling this number? Oh, you do want to be a future guest? I guess that will be in order. What do you want to do on the podcast? No, don't smash. Don't smash our studio. Don't Hulk smash everything in our studio,
Hold on.
please. Okay, you know what? We'll do that in order, but don't smash
Hello?
anything.
Are
Bye.
we going to go to the My Night News studio? Yeah, we are here to record Minecraft news, not studios, but alright. Why do I have such creaky floors?
You know what? Hold on. Let me just call. Let me just call. Let me just call Vince McMahon. Yes, is this Vince McMahon? I see. Um, are you interested in joining our How did I call? How did I get this number? Your buddy Triple H gave it to me. Oh,
Okay, I asked Mr.
Alright.
Our guest
all
if
right.
he's still to join
I
today.
see.
If he's still on to join today, he said yes. So we are still qualified to have our guest come through today, but I don't know what time. He told you at 3, right? He told you exactly at
He has responded to my DMs. So, well, to let you know, this is just a skit. We're not actually making fun of anybody. We're just messing around until.
He freaking told me not to call his number.
Really. You know what grinds my gears?
Flash.
No. The Zoom calls, the Zoom meetings with 3 or more only last for 40 minutes. And the restream kind of like. And the restream just basically lags out. If you don't know what I mean, watch the one with Ellsworth. We've had some complications with restream, but we're streaming the Zoom screen, the Zoom stream, the Zoom meeting. Okay. Oh, hold on one second. So introducing. Oh, we actually have our guest. Hold on one second.
Do I have to call the other guest?
If you want to. So anyway, we have our guest. His name is going to be is a former GTS Tag Team Champion, and I guess former Hardcore Champion, and he's going to face Lawrence Spiral and Joe Dice with Joey Angelo at Grimomania. Welcome to the show, KBA. Welcome to the show, KBA.
You see me? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, KBA.
Cool.
Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good. You?
Good.
That's fantastic. Thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
So you have a big match at Grimomania with you and your buddy Joey Angelo going to face trying to get back your GTS Tag Team Championships when you face Lawrence Spiral and Joe Dice at Grimomania.
Damn it. We should have never even lost the damn titles. We're going to make some bullshit match against some bullshit teams. You really think they deserve the titles? Nah. Grimomania, we're taking it back. You see how I kicked the crap out of Joe Dice on GTS Star? I kicked the crap out of him with the stairs, knocked him the hell out. I'm going to do the same thing, maybe even worse, on the biggest show of the year, Grimomania.
Hello, sir. He's here.
So
All right, guys. Let me
So
bring
when
the
you
other guest.
So you first lost your titles in a random 8-man tag, and ironically that you lost. But mine's the point. You think it was right for Grimm to actually put you in an 8-man tag match to defend your titles?
No, nothing he ever does is right. The dude does not like us. I mean, I don't like him either, but who really gives a damn about that?
I see. So recent weeks on GTS, you have gotten in a little cahoots with Tommy Salami. Tommy Salami just basically pushing you around. Do
Damn right. You finish what you were saying.
so so when that OG summit was happening, and Tommy Salami was just basically, I guess, like kind of shoved you out of the way, and you, I guess, like try to go at him, but you just restrained yourself from trying to actually retaliate. But if you were put in a match against Tommy Salami, would you do well in the match? Would you?
I'd kick his ass and I would beat him. You really think I want to fight on his time? Nah, you see how I attacked him in that match with Jungle?
Sorry,
Yard
but
is good without him. We have me. That's all that matters.
I apologize. It's the internet connection was unstable. It kind of got cut out, but
Me.
I mean, hear anything I said?
not well. I heard like at least part of it, but the internet, there's a little thing that said your internet connection is unstable, but it goes back to normal after it says that. So
Mr. K. Clark KO, introduce me.
Should I just start all over again?
if you want to repeat yourself, if you don't, that's fine.
With this, he thinks he's on some special crap because he's a freaking original. He helped build the show. The hell with you. You moved on. You took the easy way. LTW and all these other stupid live shows. I've been taking over the freaking biggest show on YouTube of professional wrestling. Look at 2020. Look at everything I've done. Intercontinental champion, 3-time GTS champion, two-time tag champion. I'm pretty sure I had the Into the Darkness belt last year too, so I'm a 2-time champion there. 7-time hardcore champion. I've done almost everything there is to do in GTS. He's going to put me in the top of the list of guys that he's going to say, "Ooh, we're ruining the show." Hell no. We don't need them originals. The show's doing just fine without them.
You make some points, and I wish you well of possibly retaining your titles after you, in your words, untruly lost them in just a random 8-man tag.
Yeah, that was a total pile of crap. Ribbomania, we're going in there and we're winning and becoming 3-time tag champs.
All right, I have to introduce Ohio Speed Machine, Marshall Danger. He just told me to introduce him before you got cut out.
Welcome, boys. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. KBA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you ever met.
Nah.
I'm the Ohio Speed Machine. Call me MDC, Marshall Cosmic Danger. So,
I don't know, you pointed out better. You're looking for a fight. I'm not the right guy to challenge.
see, I hear that you're in a tag team match at Groomamania this year.
Yeah.
Well, let me add a little stipulation to that. In the near future, KBA, you need to step in the ring with me.
Do you really think that's a good idea? Do you not see everyone that I beat down in GTS?
That's everyone, not me.
You just be added to the list.
I've already made myself clear when I have my debut match against James Gray. After I humiliate him, I'm humiliating him.
What?
What's up?
What?
I'm
in the middle of something.
Okay. What's up?
Maybe you walk the dog, but I am the dog.
God, it's gonna put to sleep. You're gonna think of messing with me.
So we're
I represent it. But I'll be seeing you in the near future. I gotta go. I gotta make my presence known somewhere else on a different wrestling show. Let me bring back your good old host, Step Truck Gaming, and K Clark Ale. See you guys later.
So I guess we were going way off topic there. So despite being at Grimomania, do you still stand with GTS, even though like LTW kind of like trashed the show last week?
Look, I hate Grim. He's a dumbass. And I kind of have been one of the people that has been cheering on Marston while he's been beating up Grim. But you know what? After that big attack, I'm not exactly finding it funny anymore. I am GTS. I should be on Grim's side. And after they attacked me, they just gave themselves a problem.
So what you're saying, even though you despise of Grim, you still being on Grim's side against LTW.
Yeah.
I see. Tell me, KBA, who is your inspiration of getting in the wrestling business?
My favorites are like Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, like Edge. I just ended up in the GTS. I've been kicking ass ever since then.
Now, if you would say, who is your favorite tag team of all time to make you guys want to start tag team?
Favorite tag team? Wow, that's hard. I mean, Edge and Christian are cool. Hardys. Favorite tag team? DX, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. They count as a tag team.
Well, on the topic of WWE, what WWE superstar, if you were put on the main roster, which superstar would you want to go after and face in the ring?
Who's someone I don't like? Well, I want to start at the top. Whoever the champion. Give me the Reigns or Lashley. Why should I start off with someone else? Give me the champion.
I see you want to go after the little pot that's stirring at WrestleMania. If you were put, so you're saying one of the champions. If you would pick one, if either Reigns or Lashley, which one would you go after? The Universal or the WWE?
I'll go after the WWE title.
Where'd you get that?
So what you're saying is you want to go after Lashley despite McIntyre trying to regain the championship for a third time?
Well, I feel like McIntyre could kick the crap out of him. I'm just taking advantage out on that and get a pinfall somehow. It's all about finding an opportunity, just like Edge. And if you watch a lot like last year, everything I did was off me finding opportunities by taking what I want. I mean, look at how I won the GTS title the first time. Friend was in the middle of a match. I stole Blackstream's food in the fridge. I cashed it in.
Back up.
So, when this all transpired like a month ago, what is your stance on the TikTok Terrifier scenario that happened like a month ago?
I think it's dumb as hell. Should just take the crap out of him and get it over with. But obviously, I don't care enough to help him out with that.
I think it would be messed up. Do you think it would be messed up to have random fans come in here trying to ruin GTS TV?
That would be a pile of crap. To get into the way of what we're doing? Hell no.
So speaking of Grim, if you had a match with the fat man that runs the brand, the fat lord that runs the yard, how would you beat the crap out of him? Would you try?
I fought him a couple times already, and yeah, he beat me every time. But that was then. This is now. I'm pretty sure I can take him this time.
I hear that he has a Intercontinental Open Challenge. Would you be up for that Open Challenge if he issued that at Grimomania?
Right now, I'm going for the tag titles. That's what I'm paying attention to. Maybe after we get them, and we might be in Doggy 2 belts again.
So, speaking of tag titles, how do you like your tag partner Joey Angelo? How was the relationship and maintain that tag team spirit up until Grimomania?
That's my brother. We're gonna kick their asses. They're just two random guys thrown together.
So after Grimomania, if you somehow in a what if scenario, if you somehow lost to Lawrence Spiral and Joe Dice, which title would you want to go after? Would you try to go after the titles again?
Damn right. If you see what I did when I wanted a GTS title, I kept going after the brand until I got what I wanted. So if they somehow get lucky and win, they should just expect the same thing.
So if you won one of the titles, if you won the tag team titles, which opponents would you want to go after to defend them?
Go.
If you were saying anything, I didn't hear you.
I don't know, you were telling me something about after we won the titles. I didn't hear the rest of that.
Oh, if you actually regain your championships, like the tag team championships at Grimomania, which tag team would you want to offer an opportunity to face you guys, you and Joey Angelo?
I'm thing to no one. They better earn it. There is no tag team on GTS that deserves a damn match with us anyway. If anything, we should just sit around, hold the titles till we both choose to retire from GTS. There is no one deserving at all.
Sir, you said to earn the title, right?
Yeah, I said that.
You give the title to us.
I don't give y'all a damn thing except an ass whooping if that's what you're looking for.
If it's a challenge, I'll accept it. I just beat Death Trap Gaming, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. KBA.
And your imagination.
I'm just saying this. You see this little thing right here? I inject that into my body, and I will go full venom on you, my friend. In that ring, in the near future, GTS, you'll know why I am called the Ohio State.
So, slightly off the topic of Grimomania, which would you stand for? Which company?
What a great spectacle for me to make my debut. A great spectacle. Amazing one.
Which company would you stand if you were watching them? or of course you watched them before, WWE or AEW with Dynamite and NXT?
Get down! Listen to me. Get the fuck down.
Come here. He's not mad at you. He just wants you to move.
Your ass. Yeah.
Still, I couldn't hear you at that point. I think. Did you hear my question? Just
No, you went down quite a bit.
okay. Let me repeat myself. So, since you, I guess, watched both brands, what would you prefer, NXT or Dynamite?
AEW, hell yeah.
Right?
There's no question to AEW is better.
Your car payment went through. There's no way it didn't.
Which brand on WWE would you prefer, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT? Or, I guess, 205 Live if you want to mix that up.
Raw is way too long and it kind of bores me quite a bit. SmackDown's. I think NXT is the best out of all three of them. NXT used to be better, but it's still good.
So, what type of predictions would you want? What match predictions would you want to expect at WrestleMania in between, like the triple threat to the Universal Championship, the McIntyre and Lashley match, those types of matches?
I think Lashley's gonna win. I mean, I want McIntyre to win, but I kind of feel like Lashley's going to. I don't see them taking the belt away from him this quickly. And the triple threat, I think Reigns is gonna. But that's why Daniel Bryan got put in, so Edge don't look weak, and Bryan takes the pin.
Do you think? I think it was very sorry, out of character. Do you think Daniel Bryan deserves to win? After all, Edge and Roman, we're gonna have a great one-on-one match until Daniel Bryan got won.
I would like it if Daniel Bryan won. He's one of my favorites, really. I mean, like who I actually want to win is Edge, but I just don't see Reigns losing it.
Tribal Chief. Head of the table, they say. Well, this is the table that I'm ahead of. Roman, if you're watching the stream, you're next. Nice. Alright.
I think Goldberg's going to come after you for just saying his line.
You think Goldberg's gonna watch the stream and say something about me? I'm the dang speed machine. I'm better than Goldberg.
I hate Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg is like, honestly, in my opinion, he's one of my favorites of all time, but Randy Orton's currently my favorite right now. Goldberg doesn't, I mean, his jackhammer he barely pulls off.
Yeah, it's a suplex now.
He's just, like the last one he did on McIntyre was barely type of a suplex. I don't think he just like hooked it up and just like slammed him down with any force at all.
When he hit like the Fiend or like Undertaker, I felt like it was like a brain buster. That's what I thought it was.
Undertaker was definitely.
I think the Fiend could have deserved the title a little bit longer. They made him look weak ever since.
He should have never lost.
Roman Reigns had to interject at TLC and SummerSlam. Which I respect Roman Reigns for doing. He just like signed the contract at the last possible moment and take the title.
Win it however you can. That's how I do things. I'm not going to be proud with someone else that does that.
So,
hey, before you started joining GTS, who do you think was the best superstar?
I'm going to either go with, I guess I say my brother would be kind of, because he's my partner, so that'd be like your prediction of what I would say, but I like Swanson. He's someone that does whatever he wants to get what the hell he wants. And he's one of the only people I have not had a problem with yet. So he better not change that.
Speaking of Swanson, I think it was me and Kyle actually doing a Mania predictions on 2K19, and Swanson won the title, the United States title.
I kind of feel like, yeah, he should get it. You know what? Jungle Jim has been wanting it really bad, and he's been doing whatever the hell he wants to get that shot too. So
Yeah, Jungle Jim
it's
keeps.
pretty hard to stop.
Oh, oh, you can finish.
Yeah, charge my phone. Why is my phone at 5%?
Sorry for interrupting you. It's so like on the topic you said, Jungle Jim. Jungle Jim has been really desperately wanting the title around his waist. He's just like had this vengeance first against Vash Carter and now against like other superstars. And now he just had a little match with Slenderman who was told by Titty Long
That
to put him in
oh,
match.
crap. How does Grim think he is doing that to him? Jungle Jim did nothing wrong. He's just doing whatever it takes to get his shot and make his job at Grimomania easier.
Speaking of Grimomania predictions, do you think Grim would pull out the win against Marksman, or would it be the way around? Other way around.
Well, I don't. Since the freaking shows are on the line, I kind of got to go with Grim. Otherwise, who knows what's happening with the show after that? But before all this crap happened with the LTW invasion, and now the shows are on the line, I enjoyed watching Marksman kick the crap out of Grim and beat the crap out of Onslaught. But now it's kind of shit got real. It got serious. So I gotta show my GTS loyalty, even though I don't give a crap about anyone on the roster but me. So yeah, I gotta go with Grim Aspen.
I just botched my own gimmick.
What do you mean you botched your own gimmick?
I forgot to take my shirt and put my tank top on. Now everyone knows Death Trap Gaming is freaking Speed Machine.
All right. So the other matches that to come to mind is the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship match between Tony Cini and Onslaught, which we've been building up for the past couple of weeks.
I gotta go with Onslaught. I mean, I don't like either of them. You seem to have problems with both of them lately. But Cini went soft. He used to do whatever it takes to get what he wants and win. Now he's too busy caring about the fans and doing the right thing. To hell with that crap. Onslaught, he's messing with Cini. You see, he's getting his head. He's pissing him off. I think if he pisses Cini off, he won't be concentrating on what to do at the match. Or maybe that'll go against Onslaught and make him angry enough to kick his ass easier. But yeah, that's a fight I definitely want to see because I want that YouTube belt. So whoever freaking gets it at the end of Grimomania, better believe I might come after them.
So you're saying you pick Onslaught over Cini?
I think he might get it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking earlier about Tony Cini being on the same page with Grim despite appearing for LTW for being one of LTW's champions, which could be a possibility.
Yeah, I don't trust him at all. He's going to both shows. Honestly, I think Grim's the ref of the title match. I hope he screws that bastard out of the title. Onslaught, even though I don't like the big hairy Shrek, he's loyal to GTS, so he should be the one walking around with that YouTube title, not a guy that carries an LTW title. The show that's trying to get rid of GTS.
Just like how Tommy Salami and Pete Wilkes originally had the LTW tag titles.
Exactly. They're going to walk into GTS like they're saving the damn show? Nah.
Do you have any predictions of who might return to Grim?
Come here.
You hungry? Get your
I have no
fucking ass
idea.
out here.
And if they return and stay around,
Shake
they
your
better
tail.
stay the hell away from me if they're not looking to get their ass whooped.
Jake Cage or Jimmy Controversy?
You're a bitch.
Who?
Jake Cage, Jimmy Controversy.
Well, the last time I saw Jimmy, I beat him and then he left for good.
This is for Chubbo.
As for Jake Cage, if he shows up, I'll kick the crap out of him if he wants to start something.
Also, there's one more question I got for you. Out of all the matches you've had in GTS, what was your favorite one?
The hardcore death match, me versus my brother. The first one where I smashed the guitar over his head. Definitely a fun night to beat the crap out of someone. Which it's crazy. Almost a year later, we are now the greatest tag team in GTS history.
One last mention. I think Grim is going to be on this podcast. Is there anything you would like to say to him before he gets on?
Out here, go.
He already knows I think he's a dumbass.
You're following me around like got a fucking rope attached to you. Eat it. Or we'll put it up. There's no bum.
Well, while I think of more questions to ask, I'm going to let K Clark KO ask.
So we have barely mentioned the fatal 5-way United States title match where you got to climb the ladder to retain the title. So if you had to pick one of the 5, would you like Flash Carter to retain, or would you like some other one of the 4 to get the title?
Well, one, it's Flash, Jungle Jim, Swanson, Tommy, and I think
After her
Jay Evans, right?
done eating, she's probably gonna have to go out.
Yeah. Honestly, I like Philly Mike Swanson. I think he deserves it because one, he's gonna do whatever it takes to get that damn title. But then also Jungle Jim been doing it whatever it takes to get his shot to the title too. So I don't know. At the end, I think maybe Jungle Jim wants it more.
Oh, just to inform you that apparently there's a time limit. I think I've told you already, and
Yeah, it's a 40-minute thing.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like this. It's just kind of stupid in my opinion.
Yeah, the last time I did an interview on here, I was on there for like almost 2 hours.
I see.
Maybe it got cheaper or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That was last year.
I forgot to put this mask on this show.
Oh, really? A Hulk mask? And you're doing a Randy Orton taunt. Okay, so what do you think about the new guy, Vince Series?
You should join me and my brother on a team. Then nobody would stop us.
Oh yeah. Is there any chance that you guys are gonna have both of you guys on the show, your tag team?
My brother don't really do these podcast things. Me, I like hearing myself talk, so I have no problem doing them.
Hey, what is the name of the guys' tag team, by the way?
We don't even have a tag team name. We don't even have a tag team shirt. We just show up, we beat the crap out of whoever we have to beat the crap out of, and that's it.
On the topic of Vince Series, do you think do you think he could topple Hop and win the GTS World Heavyweight Championship?
Oh, I'm hoping he does. I'm looking forward to seeing him kick the crap out of Dupla. I don't like him or Grim. And I'm hoping he has enough anger left to beat the crap out of Grim, too, after that.
Hey, on the topic of Hop, you remember the rivalry you had with them with Tiffany Avatar?
Yeah, I kicked the crap out of him many times last year. I mean, look, I'm not even mad at him for tricking her into taking the title from me so he could get the easy win over her. He realized he couldn't beat me. So what did he do? He tricked that stupid biatch into challenging me to a fight, and he helped her win.
Oh, I don't know if Kyle mentioned this, but since you have been performing many concerts, many performances on GTS in the last year, would you like to demonstrate a song for the Wrestling Around podcast?
So you're asking for a freestyle now, are you?
Yep.
All right. That is something I do. All right. I'll give you a couple lines. KBA's right here in the podcast talking about Grimomania. Everyone on the damn roster, you know that I hate you. See, me and my brother, we're going to take on Lawrence Spiral and Joe Dice. I already kicked the crap out of him with GTS Stark. You bet your ass I'm going to do it twice. I'll take the stairs. I'll even smash his freaking skull. Everyone else, especially Grim, is an asshole. This podcast, I'm getting the world to listen to the words that I say. Because everybody knows that GTS's biggest star is KBA.
Clap it up, everybody.
Go
Clap
more,
it up.
but
That that was charming. I really appreciate that. Thank you for that. On the topic
you're
of
welcome.
that, you actually have a little SoundClick account or like a SoundClick where you
Yeah, I
post
got
your songs and a YouTube where you post little cartoons.
Yep.
So what? Why do you so? Why do you think that like expressing yourself through song and like writing out cartoons would possibly have like some more notoriety or like some okay that's my bad. So what I'm saying is with the cartoons and the music, do you think that would help you like get an upper card in GTS?
I mean, does it really get much higher than me in GTS? I'm a former 3-time champion. I've been one of the main guys all freaking year. I've been stealing the show. But as for, do I think being a rapper and a cartoon maker, did that really help me move up in GTS? Nah. I think I got up there by kicking people's asses. I mean, sure, I do come out there. I might freestyle diss people sometimes. I even made a couple GTS cartoons, which we saw the one I made about Grim versus Swanson. And then my last cartoon was me versus Giant Leather. I mean, Drunken Leather. That was like all last year. I haven't really had much ideas lately or time, really. I work
Let's
a lot.
have the Magic 8 Ball to see your predictions of winning a Grimmerman. Will KBA and Joey Info win the tag title and retain it successfully? Outlook, good. Heard everybody.
Sounds like well,
So your outlooks are looking good.
So do you think, in your own opinion, do you think there should be like some type of game for GTS? Since
I
like
definitely. We're the biggest wrestling show on YouTube. But I don't see why there would be a game for us. You really, maybe I don't really see it. Maybe on like a PS4 or anything. Maybe a computer game or a phone game. But there should definitely be a GTS game on something. The world loves us.
Here's a good question. Okay. So
Toys are cool too.
Is GTS available for like what is the age requirement to join GTS? With it?
Well, I guess you gotta be 18 so you can legally get beat up by people.
What is the age requirement to train?
You could probably train whenever the hell you want. You back in the GTS yard?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess anybody could train at any time.
There's only one problem.
I mean, I'm 33.
I'm not reserved.
Age limits for things. I'm already much older than almost half the people on the show.
I remember when Kane, I think it was Cleve's kid, George.
Yeah.
He was like under, I think 15, and he joined at one point.
I actually had a fight with that kid.
Who
It's on Patreon if you go watch our show on Patreon. He's a vicious kid.
You took the victory though, right?
I left the ring because he was too violent.
Oh, speaking of violence, would you say that violence would return to GTS?
Well, I got some unfinished business with him. You see how first off, I beat Josh for the freaking Darkness title that he can't come back as violence for a rematch because technically that don't seem very fair. I mean, yeah, he got lucky. He choked me out with his death grip. But yeah, then I got it back. So I feel like we're kind of. If he wanted to fight, I'd whoop his ass again.
So, if you would ask Grim right now to see for a future contract for me and Kyle to join you guys one day, what do you think his honest answer?
I don't know. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't want more people on the show.
Also, I've been paying attention to your Twitter lately. I just saw that you retweeted the. Also, one last question for me, the very last question, because I don't know if Kyle is still here. If you had to be the biggest challenger of maybe the world, who would you want to fight? And from any timeline, like past the 80s, who would you really want to wrestle?
If I can wrestle anyone?
Yeah, like
Undertaker.
Hold on, it's about to end. 1 second. Hold on. I don't know why. Hold on. I don't know why it did that. Okay, hold on, guys. I think it just ended now. Um. Um.
We don't want the Democrats.
Hold on. Okay, so it's the 40 minutes that have ended. He's gonna come back and give me the rest of the time. after Grimmania. So KBA said since the timer ran out, he's gonna come back after Grimmania and give us the rest of the time that we haven't spent left.
What happened?
So the 40-minute time limit has actually expired, and basically what I'm saying now is that the 20 minutes left, he'll give it to us after Grimmania.
All right.
So I guess
That went well.
I'll end the stream now. See you guys in the next one where we have Grim.
And by the way, I'm gonna go watch Flash because I promised my mom to watch Flash after the podcast.
All right.